Every breath I'm breathing now is gloriously real. I touch the present like it's gold because it genuinely is. Every single moment is a universe-sized gift. Don't wait till it's gone to know it was good. Cherish every moment like you always knew you should. Every second sacred, every minute full of grace. The universe is blessing you right here, right in this place. Cherish it now, cherish it now. Every little moment is a gift. Let me show you how. Don't wait. The magic's happening today. Every moment's holy. Don't you let it slip away.
Don't you let it slip away. Oh, love this. Don't wait. The magic.
The life you almost missed, the sunset you walked past, the conversation where you thought, I wish that this could last. These are the jewels hiding in the middle of routine. The most extraordinary life is in the in-between. I'm learning how to slow my pace and actually arrive, to be so fully present that I feel completely alive. The taste of something simple, the warmth of someone near. Every ordinary moment is extraordinary here. The universe arranged this very second just for me. Every heartbeat is a blessing wrapped in perfect poetry. I don't take for granted what I have within my hands. Every moment that I'm living is part of a beautiful plan. So I breathe it in completely, let it fill me to the core. Grateful for this moment and the one that comes before. Every now is a forever when you choose to truly see. Every moment is the universe in love with you.
But I'm gonna need you.
Don't wait till it's gone.
Wait till it's gone.
To know it was good. Cherish every moment like you always knew you should. Every second sacred, every minute full of grace. The universe is blessing you right here, right in this place. Cherish it now. Every little moment is a gift. Let me show you how. Don't wait. The magic's happening today. Every moment's holy. Don't you let it slip away.
Let's be grateful today.
Right now is enough.
Right now is enough.
Hold it.
Oh, I cannot wait for this. This is going to be such a good conversation here today, baby. Okay. We are going to be talking all things manifesting money. We've been talking about it all week and it has been powerful. You hear me? It has been powerful. We have been up in here shifting. I shared with you guys, I've been on this manifesting money, doing the energetic work over the last 21 days. I manifested $20,000 over the last 21 days. It shook me to my core, but there's always these other things that come up, always these other things that arise. And that's what we're talking about. See, I'm going to say this now, and I'm going to say it over and over again. We manifest twice. The first time is in your mind. The first time is you saying, this is what I want, and it's already mine. That is the very first manifestation. The second time that you receive, that's the second part of manifestation. It's the receiving. Now, there's other things that come in between the asking for and the receiving. And I'm very well aware of these things. They are emotional things. They are thoughts. They are feelings. They are experiences that we had in the past. They are programmings that we are getting past, that we are getting over to get to what it is that we desire. And oftentimes we think that there's a sense of outer work that we have to do to get to all the things that are your birthright. There is no outer work to do. Your body is going to naturally do the efforting. Naturally. That's why we get inspired action, inspired ideas. That's why you're in the right place at the right time, seeing the right opportunities right when they are for you. And oftentimes we'll say, oh, that was just a coincidence. We'll chalk it up to that, things like this. I mean, come on, that wasn't nothing real. But the reality of it is you created it. You manifested that shit. Hello, Teacher Chris. Okay, you manifested that shit. And so we have to stop acting like we aren't the magic. We have to stop acting like we aren't the source. We have to stop acting like we aren't the way out of whatever it is that we're experiencing. And when I say we are the way, I'm talking about the internal you-ness of it all. Okay? Whatever movie is playing in your head, it is playing out of your eyes. It's projecting literally out of your eyes. So we say what we want. That is numero uno. That is what we did on Monday. We stated what we wanted. That was day one. We talked about how we're not chasing it, we're attracting it. Okay. Day two, we got into a beautiful conversation. Well, actually, it was day three because day two, I had an event, but day three, we got into beautiful conversation around the embodiment of it, the being in it, the staying in the feeling, the not losing the hope, the not giving up just because you don't see it yet. That's where a lot of us get caught. We'll be like, oh man, I was supposed to manifest in these 24 hours, or Coach Jackie said 5 days, and it ain't here. But that is not it. We stay in it anyway. Hi, Mia. Hi, Queen. And then Zara said, yes. Yes. Okay. We stay in it anyway. We stay in the energy. But today we are talking expansion. Expansion. Okay, Slay. I love it. Go, girl. But we are talking expansion. A lot of us are playing small. Not because we're incapable of the expansion. No. Oh, no. That's not what got you playing small. What has many of us playing small is because we don't tap into our power. Hi, Diva. Hi, Abrils. Hopa. These things changes, but you're right. Yes. We're not tapping into our overall power. We have learned along the way that expansion makes other people around us uncomfortable. Okay? If I get to this certain amount of money, I may make my mama, my sister, my brother, my cousin, my teacher, my friends uncomfortable. Or I've been around a lot of people that made a whole bunch of money, and the moment they made all that money, they changed. I don't want to change. And now that makes you uncomfortable. So we've learned that our expansion, our more, is met with this uncomfortable feeling, not just for us, but for the people around us. So here you are wanting these big, bad, bold things, whatever it is. It could be the house, it could be multiple houses. I will never forget one of my clients when we were talking about the amount that we want. And I always tell people, say what you want and then double it, right? Because I'm crazy like that. Say what you want, and then I need you to put 2 on the 10. We're going to put more on it. Give me 2 more zeros to that, right? And so she ended up in the billionaire. And she was already saying, I'm a billionaire. And I said, double it. She said, okay, I'm making 3 billion. Right. And we all on the phone with our $1 million ideas. Like, oh man, maybe I wasn't dreaming big enough. This girl just said billion. Okay. And it's so funny because when you watch the news nowadays, the way that they throw out that number, billion and trillion, it's like nothing. Okay, you are slay. Thank you. It's like nothing. But when we get it into our heads, sometimes we're like, oh, that's too big. Explore that. Why would you think in your mind, whatever number it is that you're saying is too big for you? What is it about the number that makes you uncomfortable? See, these are the thoughts that we still need to continue to explore when manifesting. We're saying what we want, right? But we must explore the ideas and the thoughts that come up in our mind that says that we can't have it, we won't have it, and we will not have it. Okay? And so many times when we're saying what we want, or we're thinking about what we want, and then we think about that family member or that friend or that other person that it may make uncomfortable, or it may make you uncomfortable, you make yourself play smaller. You're like, I'm cool with just my bills being paid. That's all you want. That's all you want. You've been brought here to create. God, the universe, has said that there's an abundance here for you. Not only did they say there's an abundance here for you, but the fact that it is your birthright. I'm confusion. All you want to do is pay your bills. Okay? You downplay your desires by making statements like, I just want to pay my bills, or I'm not materialistic. I don't need all of that. Let me tell y'all something. I got a friend, right? I got a friend. Really good friend. We've been friends since middle school. Okay. And no, she's not in the nail salon getting her nails done. No, she's not laying up under somebody's dryer getting her hair done. Okay. No, she's not wearing designer clothes. Okay. And she'd probably find herself making a statement like, I'm not materialistic. I don't want that much stuff. But every time we turn around, this hoe on a trip. Okay, every time we turn around, my friend is in somebody plane on somebody island drinking somebody's fancy drink. Okay, so no, she's not getting her nails done, her hair done. She's not in designer clothes. Girl, I love your glasses. Thank you. But what she is doing is she's traveling. What she is doing is she's going to every island on her bucket list. So I don't care what kind of abundance you're into. Okay. You may be like, I'm just simple. I just want to go live in the hills. I'm not making fun of people who want to do that. Shout out to y'all. I love it. Y'all like your seclusion. Okay. But I just want to go live up in the hills and I don't need that much. I'm going to live off the land. Now, let's talk about it. Okay. You and your living off the land tale. Talk about you don't want too much. Let's have an honesty moment. You want that land to produce an abundance. If you're going to live off the land, you're going to want the land to produce. And so therefore, you still want abundance. So no matter whatever way you look at the abundance that you desire, allow yourself to want the more. Quit dimming your light by saying, I don't want that much. Girl, bye. It's okay to want it. Okay. We lower our standards. We begin to be like, well, it's okay if I just get this. For some of you, you do know that I have something going on with cars with me. I got into 2 car accidents, not 1, but 2 in less than a year, none of which were my fault. Right. And so here I am. I want to get this fabulous, I want to get a hybrid. Like I want a certain car. And I'm literally refusing to purchase a car until I get the car I want. Has it inconvenienced me? Absolutely. Has it been a pain in everybody's butt and mine? Absolutely. But I am not downplaying my desires just so the comfortability of it all. Right? Yes, we're uncomfortable, but let's have an honesty moment. My comfortability is going to be riding around in the car that I desire. We get to get what we want. And you're allowed to say it. Many of us will dim our dreams. The last car I purchased for myself was a luxury vehicle. Hi, Lucifer Morningstar. Hello. Every single time I had purchased a vehicle before, it was for the convenience of my family, for the convenience of my kids, for the convenience of the gas, for the convenience of, I don't want a blind spot that's too small. I'll never forget. I wanted a Mustang, y'all, growing up. I wanted a Mustang. Yes. And I was going to have this Mustang. And I told my daddy, this is the car I want. I want a Mustang. My dad was like, I heard from the neighbor across the street that the blind spot is too small in the Mustang. You can't have that car. And I remember being like, damn, that really sucks. Because I want it. It's what I desire. And anytime you're in that kind of contrast with yourself emotionally, you don't understand why you can't get what you want. So when you finally begin to buy the things in which you desire that you can purchase for yourself, stop settling for less. Stop saying it's okay, I'll just get this, and purchasing based upon what you see in your bank account. Manifest the more. Create the more in your mind. You don't have to know the who, the what, the where, or the how. You just have to know that I want. I love you, honey pie. Thank you. All the love. I love this. I want. Okay. So we're no longer dimming our dreams so other people can be comfortable around us. You want more money? You deserve it. Period. The fact that there's an idea on your heart or on your mind of the things that you want, you deserve. It's meant for you. So many of us are shying away from the things that we want. Why? Let's stop. Let's allow ourselves to want. Let's allow our minds to expand to the more. The only reason you're like, it's okay, I don't want that, is because you haven't seen yourself having it yet. Anybody who says, no, I don't want that much money, I just want enough to pay my bills, they haven't sat down long enough to actually write down and figure out what it is that they do want. I had one of my clients say, okay, I just want to bring in $10,000 every month for my business. And I said, okay, is $10,000 going to cover everything for your dream life? Oh, I don't know. Okay, well, why don't we take a look at that? And so write down everything that you actually want, not the realistic stuff, not based upon what you're in your bank account currently, but what you actually really want. And she went to write and went to write and went to write. And then after she was done, she said, dang, everything I want comes up to about a $20,000 month. Looks like we were setting our sights a little too low. We're dimming our dreams, right? Hi. And we got period, right? So we get to decide, we get to receive, we get to choose, but it's up to us. Yes, Priceless Key says, I'm saying I'm a multimillionaire. I need to transition to trillionaire. Come on, Priceless Key. Let's go. We deserve, but we have to stop playing small based upon what we see in our bank account currently, based upon what other people have told us, what we've been programmed to believe. Allow the dream to expand. Allow it to be bigger than you ever knew you wanted it to be. I'll never forget when I first started telling my sister this, and it's funny because this was something I actually never really liked to say, even online. And so for me to sit here and even say it out loud, it's like my booty cheeks are already clenching at the thought of saying this out loud. Okay, but I've always wanted, I have always wanted to be on TV, specifically my own TV show. Okay. Shout out to all the ladies that came after Oprah were running while Oprah was running. You know what I mean? I want to be all of that, but not a talk show host per se, but my idea is to bring this type of positivity into the world where we are manifesting live together. Okay. And then coming back and seeing what, just kind of showing how manifestation works and showing that we can do it too. I don't know. It's a rough idea. But anywho, it's what I've always wanted. And so for me to actually say it out loud, it freaks me out. You saw I got freaked out before I said it, like, ah! But it's only because I haven't seen myself there yet. I visualize it on the often. I mean, the more I visualize it, that's why I'm able to speak it out my mouth now. The more comfortable I get with it, right? So the more that you speak out loud, the luxuries that you want, the more that your body, the more that your mind, the more that your soul gets comfortable with it. I love how Priceless Keys said, yeah, I'm going to change this over to trillionaire. Yeah, girl. Let's get comfortable around the trillionaire. Dr. Music 42 Official says, you go, girl. Keep visualizing it. Absolutely. Absolutely. Let me be real. I can't let this vision go. Right? How funny. I love this. Why am I getting so many questions about this fabulous necklace? And I said this yesterday, and I'm just going to say it real quick again. I am an enthusiast of all things looking within and fixing you. So the eye reminds me to look within. Olivia Jackson said, hey. So we are in this to receive big. Speak life and death. Come on, Dr. Music 42. We speak life and death with the power of our tongue. I think a lot of people get that scripture very, very wrong. The life or death in that tongue of yours has everything to do with how positive or how negative you speak over your life. Okay, that's what it is. How positive or how negative you talk to yourself. That's why we're looking within. This ain't no outer journey. Let's have an honesty moment. When we talk about manifesting more money, when we talk about manifesting our dream life, our successful business, the love of your life, we are talking about an inner journey that happens within you to create. Okay. Law of the harvest. Yes, I love this. So we are the creators. We've been brought here to create. Quit creating little bitty things that aren't giving you much. Do you believe in, girl? Do I believe in Jesus? Love this. Yes. Yes, I do. In all the ways that you could think I do. It's so funny. Matter of fact, speaking of which, right? Some of us have these big, bold dreams, and they're big, they're bold, they're beautiful. And I was actually going to bring this up. So this was a perfect, thank you, Princess, a perfect segue into that. But the funny thing about it is, in the Bible, I studied the Bible. For those of you who do not know, I'm actually going back to school to get my PhD in psychology, religion, and consciousness. So I plan to study so much more than just the Bible. I plan to study it all, from the Quran to the Torah. Um, but the thing about it is, in the Bible, what I love the most right now in my studying and under Luke is it talks about this sense of patience, right? There's so many stories in the Bible where people have had to have a long lasting sense of patience. Patience that I don't think any of us did today. They say we look at the on our phones, or we're looking at scrolling Instagram. We got about 7 seconds to hook somebody. That's what they say for marketing purposes, right? Because our attention span is about 7 seconds. Like, it is diminished. Like, let's be real. But back then, back in ancient and the biblical times, they waited long times for lots of things, right? Some things in particular being waiting a long time to have a baby. Now we have a whole bunch of stuff that can help us have babies quickly, and people are doing it, and they're getting their children, not quickly, I mean, and not cheaply. They're spending some good money on that, but they're doing it to make it so. But the thing about it is, there's so many people in the Bible that had to wait a long time to have a baby. I mean, these women were in their 90s, 80s, having children. And they waited, and they had this sense of patience, but they never gave up what it is that they wanted. Okay. How are you? Hello. I'm doing well. Right. Hiya. What's up, Fia? Soul wisdom. They never gave up what they wanted. They kept going after everything that they desired. They never gave up hope. They never said, oh, well, Sarah did. When it comes to the Sarah and Abraham story, she did. I have a client at 50 who had a child. Exactly. Right. And so we have to remember that sense of patience, that sense of knowing that it's mine, and I'm not letting go of this idea of it being mine until I see it in physical form, is what we all need. And the thing about it is, this need comes from, again, an inner knowing, an inner thing of, I'm the creator. I've been brought here to create. I can create my reality. I have this kind of power. I am this magical. And the more that we understand these things, the more that we walk in them. So if I'm telling you to manifest money this week, which is what we're doing this week, and you put a little itty bitty amount, I'm going to need you to go back, look at your paper, and change the number. Go back, look at your paper, and say, you know what? If I'm the creator and I know I can create, what's a bigger, bolder number that I want to trust myself with today? Okay. Remember, like I said, this is an inner job. This is a, do I trust myself with the more? Because many of us are unconsciously capping ourselves at what we think we deserve. What if I were to tell you, when I say manifest some money, that is literally you pulling out a check from the bank of infinite and writing it out to you? You are basically going to God's checkbook and saying, thank you, Lord, for the checks. Let me go ahead and write myself a number. If that's the case, and you know you can create this, and you know you will receive it, what number will you write down? Is it as small as it was the first time around? Or are we expanding the number and making it bigger? I'm going to be real with you today. Let's be clear. Your expansion betrays no one. Your expansion, let's be honest, is actually going to help not just you, but the world around you, the community around you. You with more money would do good things. And if you don't think you will, it's time for you to begin to trust yourself. But you with more money will do good things. You in abundance is good for the world. You betray no one. You are allowed to want the more. You are allowed to receive the more. You are allowed to become the more. And the only reason why we manifest, hello, beautiful lady. Hey, what's up? Luz Minda. I think it's Luz V Minda. I'm so sorry. I'm like, I love the TikTok name. Sometimes it's like user. Blah, 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 blah. But we are allowed to want the more. And the reason we keep manifesting small is we're like, I don't know. I don't know. I don't know about this. I don't know about this amount. Okay. It's my real name. Okay. It's only because I can't really see it because of all the other stuff. I know. I'm so sorry. She's like a lot of Americans mispronounce that girl because we be probably using all the letters, trying to pronounce every single one. My lover got on me the other day talking about it's Inye, babe. Inye. You called it Lena. It's Lina. It's like, oops, my bad. Oh, well, welcome. She just moved here last week. Okay. Happy birthday, Azra. I think it's Azra. See? Look, I'm not just doing it to you, Luz. Okay, so I'm living in all right. Welcome. Yes. Pittsburgh, California. We got a Pittsburgh in California too. But Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, that is a big old state. You got a lot to see, honey. A lot to see and a lot of beautiful places to be and a lot of beautiful places to people to hang out with. I promise you. So let's manifest this money. So today, like I said, we do an activation every day. We're going to do one today. And I want you to pull out your journal or open your notes app, whatever. Okay. And I want you to write down the amount of money you actually desire. Not the little amount that you put on Monday, not the reasonable amount, not the safe amount. I want the real amount, the amount that makes you go, ooh. Okay. And after you write it, I want you to notice what comes up in your body. What happens in your body? What are you feeling? Does it feel impossible? Does it feel too big? Do you feel greedy? Does it feel unrealistic? That right there, that is the expansion work. That is the work that we need to get into. Because like I said, we manifest twice. That first time is literally making the statement. It's literally seeing it in your mind. Like, that's it. Your brain thinks in pictures. So when you make the statement, like my girl Priceless Keys said trillion, as soon as she said trillion, yeah, I felt that. And I saw a sense of trillion in my mind. Okay. And so we are making these statements and we're not just doing it to be cute. We're making them because we're manifesting. So go back, write down something bigger, bolder, badder. Okay. And then see what comes up. Because something's going to come up. You're going to feel a little funky about a little something. Okay. It may feel too big. You may feel greedy, but we work through that. And like I said, take that number, that big old number. I told y'all earlier, this is what I would do to my people. I'm going to do it to you right now. We ain't playing. Take that bigger number, okay? And I want you to double it. I want you to add some zeros to that. And we're going to make it bigger. Instead of shrinking, I want you to just breathe through it. We're going to do it right now. Let's do it together. Once you get that bigger number, right? Because my number is 1 million. And I'm going to be real with y'all. I did an exercise where I wrote down everything that I want, and I even took it a step further. I put it into Chat GPT. Oh, no, princess. God is never. That's how you know that ain't God. God ain't disappointed with us ever. Ever. And if there's something that you feel that you're not doing right, there's a lesson in it. Take the lesson. You know what I mean? Take the lesson and know and be like, thank you, God, for those muscles. Thank you, God, for those weights. Now I'm stronger. Now I'm better. Everything is happening for you, not to you. So whatever is going on and why you feel like you may be a disappointment, it ain't true. It's happening for you. You're doing a beautiful job, baby. Okay. So we're writing down the number. We're doubling it. Okay. And we're going to breathe through it. Like I said, I wrote down everything that I wanted, and I went into Chat GPT. I recommend it. Maybe you're like, I don't have that much time to be doing all that research, Coach Jackie. You over here talking about, I need to find out how much, these are my dreams, so I'm gonna throw them out there, but you got yours. I need to find how much this Bentley's gonna cost me. I need to find how much first class will cost me to fly back and forth to the different countries I want to visit, right? That's a lot of research, and I ain't got time for all that. Put it into whatever AI that you use, okay? And say, these are all my goals in today's economy. Because let's be real, we need to figure it out in today's economy. How much would it cost me? Take that number. And let me tell you, my number went from 1 million to 10. Went from 1 million to 10, okay? And so we're going to breathe through it, because even that made me be like, 10 million, oh my goodness. And of course, my brain, I don't know about y'all, but my brain starts to be like the how, the who, the what, the when, the where. My brain immediately wants to know the whole picture. My brain immediately wants to see the whole blueprint, right? We over here trying to build a house. My brain is like, hold on, bitch, where the walls going? So at the end of the day, we got to breathe through that. It's going to make you uncomfortable, whatever big old number that you put. And then when I said double it, we are all going to be uncomfortable. So I want you to take a deep breath in. Every time you feel it, you like, ooh, feel it. Deep breath in through your nose. Hold it at that top. And then give me a nice audible exhale. Whatever that number is, I want you to see it with your eyes closed. Just see the number in your mind. You may see it in a bank account. You may see it in real estate. You may see it in investments. You may see it in the charities in which you own. But I want you to sit in it and see it for a minute. No matter how uncomfortable it may make you feel, just see it. And then now that you see it, now that you know what it is, now that you know how much it is, I want you to say to yourself, you can say it out loud to yourself. You could whisper to yourself. You could even just internally, nope, say it out loud. I don't want it. There is no internal. Say it out loud, because every cell in your body is listening, literally vibrating with this information. And we want it to vibrate through every cell, because we need every cell in our body to know we about to get to work. Okay. So I want you to say, it's already mine. Say it again. It's already mine. Okay. Your dreams are already funded. They're already funded. You can open your eyes if you haven't already, but your dreams are already funded. I'm actually going to be doing a challenge coming up here in the next few weeks, a challenge of your dreams are already funded. And we're just going to be getting into the energy of our dreams already being funded. See, when I say we're going to get to work, I need for y'all to understand, I don't mean physical work. I mean this kind of work. We're going to get to work. We're going to get in the energy of our dreams are already funded. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. And then Dee, we're manifesting, but we're expanding our manifestations beyond what we said we wanted on Monday. This week is all about manifesting money fast. Okay. And so they're already funded. If I know my dreams are already funded, how will I behave differently? Me knowing that my dreams are already funded, how will I show up differently? Me knowing my dreams are already funded, how am I moving differently? Okay. And we get to do that. Thank you, Dee. Ooh, love it, babe. You ate that. Okay. We get to do that. We get to change. We are not victims to what we've always done, been, and experienced in our lives. We get to create the new reality. So, this is how we do that. We do that with knowing to be true, it's already yours. It's already yours. I really love coming out here, y'all. I love being out here in this breeze is everything. So I want you to remember, as we continue to create the reality that we want to see, it is up to us to do the work inside. It is up to us to create the energy from within. And then we will be able to experience in our outer world. So if we are manifesting more money, okay, I want you to today take a look at all the things that you do want. And then you can easily, like I said, you can put it in Chat GPT. You can put it in, what is this other one I was on? Perplexity. Perplexity is one. You got Claude. You got so many different AI platforms, but you can put it in there and you can say, all right, these are all the things that I desire. How much in today's economy would this cost me? Jesus loves you and you're so pretty. Yes, Amy. Or I think it's Sammy, if I remember correctly. He loves you too, honey. But you get to decide. So put down everything that you want. Actually make the list of what you want. If it is, I'm gonna tell you right now, I put a full Chanel wardrobe as something I wanted. Right? And it gave me the price of what it would cost me to buy a full Chanel wardrobe. Right? If you want the Louis Vuitton shoes, put that down. I want the LV season wooty woo. Right? But make sure that you write down everything that you do want. We're not playing anymore. You're allowed for more. It's safe for you to expand. You don't need to play small. We are normalizing overflow. Our nervous system's like familiarity. It likes to feel familiar. It likes to know that whatever it is that you're creating, it's already familiar there. And we know this to be true because oftentimes we don't really like going new places. Some people, they like to call themselves introverts. I think they're just scared to be new places around new people, honestly, just my opinion. Because I have my introverted moments sometimes, and they tend to be around the times where I don't know nobody, and I get nervous. Who am I gonna talk to? Who am I gonna hang with? I don't want to just be standing in the corner by myself. I want my nervous system to be safe. But if I go to a space, to a party, to a function where I know everybody knows me, these my people, I'm there, we all love each other and we rock with one another. My nervous system is safe. I feel excited. I'm ready to go. Matter of fact, I done picked my outfit out 2 weeks ago because that's how excited I am about showing up. Right? So it is about us getting comfortable with the more, us getting comfortable with the abundance, and for it to be familiar in our body. Big money can feel very unsafe. So the more that we get comfortable with it in our body, the easier it is to receive it. Hi there, please play for myself and my job. Yes, Xavier, we got you, babe. It's already yours. Matter of fact, Xavier, let's take this a step further. Write a letter to yourself as if you already got the dream job. Okay, it could be an email that you send to yourself. It could be a written letter, but write a letter to yourself. You already got the dream job. The dream job is already yours. Okay, and all you got to do now is get ready for it. You can even start getting your clothes out ready for it. You can even whatever, but get ready for it. Let your body know that it's familiar for you to be working this job, and watch the offer come in, and it's going to be the dream job and better. I promise you. I'm one of those people, I guarantee it. But it's only what you believe. See, I believe it already for you, Xavier. I already believe it for you. But it's about what you believe, right? I was talking earlier today in my stories about how our thoughts create our behaviors. It's not vice versa. And I think oftentimes we are looking for our behaviors to create this sense of reality that we want to see. That's not the way this goes. Our thoughts create our behaviors. We operate on a subconscious level naturally, whether we know we're doing it or not. Okay. Okay. Well, Xavier, hey, you know what you want, honey. It's time to create it. Slide me a DM. We'll talk about that in the DMs. Okay. So this is how we're moving now. We're no longer shrinking for people. We're no longer shrinking for other people to be comfortable. Okay. We are expanding to ways and moving in ways that we get to receive big, right? We get to receive big. Sometimes we're putting ourselves in the boxes that other people have designed for us or assigned to us. Oh no, this your box right here. You ain't supposed to go nowhere, or especially, shout out to my disabled folks. Love y'all. Not my discomfort for the sake of theirs. I'm living big, baby. Come on, the CEO hotline. There goes my girl. Hi. What's up, queen? And so we are expanding beyond this comfort zone, especially like I said, with people with disabilities, we hear I have this, and now we've attached it to who we are and how we live. There's so many people that we know live beyond their disabilities that they don't attach themselves to that title. So they come out the box. I can be disabled and I also blah, 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 blah. Right? Whatever else you consider yourself to be. But we're expanding bigger. We're expanding better. Right? So stop apologizing for wanting more. Stop it. Knock it off. Quit telling people, I just want this, or it would just be nice, or I just want to pay for my children's college. No, you deserve the abundance. Oh, what are my thoughts on higher gas prices? Oh my God, hilarious. Well, let's be real. I'm in California, so we've been doing this. It's so funny when I hear people say, oh my God, gas is $4. I almost die laughing because I'm like, okay. It's been that way for us for so long. We've had $4 gas prices. I was always shooketh when I would go to other states and I would see $2 and $3 when we were paying $4 and $5 already. So my thoughts on all of this is, honestly, hi Isabel. Honestly, again, we are the creators. We have collectively created something big for all of us to now have to live with. If we want to see something change, we got to be the change. We're going to have to be the change, straight up, right? And whatever that may look like for each and every individual, but we have to be the change. And so if we're like, gas prices are too high, to me, how can I accommodate that in my life, right? What am I actually asking for? I'm asking for more financial freedom. I'm asking for, because there are people who aren't thinking that gas prices are too high, right? Like, think about it. I'm not going to go there, but there are people making comments about gas not being too high. Okay. And the reality of it is, for some of us, it is. So what are we doing to create a different reality for ourselves? Do I recommend another person to live in California? I always recommend California. Okay. Don't play games with me. You see this? I always recommend California. I love the weather out here. I love the people out here. I love the energy out here. So yes, I always recommend. But, at the end of the day, beyond all of that, it's our choice, right? If I want to stay living in California financially, let me match and allow myself to be there. But let's be real. I'm not trying to just be good enough. I'm trying to be beyond. I'm trying to be in overflow. I'm hanging out in the abundance. Thank you, Macau. And you can too. Oh, and my fellow Leo. Hey, boo. Yes. Come on, Leos. But we get to go above and beyond. We don't have to settle for the what isness, for whatever it is going on right now. You deserve the more. So if gas is too high for you or any of us, let's get ourselves aligned with the more. So it doesn't feel like that, right? And again, the more can be anything. You may, as soon as I said the more, I felt it. I felt it. Some of you even thought, well, how more? What am I supposed to do? Work harder, work more? Honey, that is not what I'm saying. And I'm going to be real with you. If you know anything about me, you know that I am big on attracting the money with ease and flow. That's what this whole week is about. And that's why we say we want the more. That's why we expand the idea to the more. That's why we say, you know what? I want this abundance. That's why I say, write down what you really want. It can be the full new wardrobe of Chanel. Yes, it can. Write down what you want. Make the statement. And then let's manifest that shit. That's why my program is called Manifest That Shit. Real talk. Because I'm always going to go back to, well, you want it? Come on, let's manifest that shit. Because that is how easy it gets to be for you. That is how easy you get to receive. Yes, international live stream. Glad I ended up here. Yes, that's how easy it gets to be. We've just forgotten our power. We just forgotten how we get to create. We keep looking at outer circumstances and outer things, trying to make these things be so. But the reality of it is, you already got the juice. You are already the source. All you got to do is say it. Say it, think it, feel it to be true for you. That's why I said this inner work, this part that many of us miss, is looking at the emotions that are associated with the not so good feelings and actually taking a peek at them. Like, okay, why am I feeling like this? I mean, I said my nails look like they're in my nose. I said that I want more money, but why am I feeling like I can't have it? Or why am I feeling like I don't deserve it? Or why am I feeling like, oh my God, all these people are going to be looking at me, talking about me? Look into that, right? We're going to look into that. Is this about investing instead of splurging money on our wardrobe? Hilarious. Hey, Bora Bora, if your way of abundance is investing, holla. Okay? If that makes you feel good, I love that for you. Everybody's abundance looks different. Some people it is about them buying a whole new wardrobe. That'll make them feel abundant. My son loves day trading, loves it. He's obsessed. So he's always investing and playing in the stocks. Some people may find that too volatile. They may get uncomfortable behind that. But he is enjoying himself and making a lot of money doing it. So it is up to us. Where does our abundance lie? We get to decide. We get to decide. Okay. And so spreading facts. Come on. One thing I will say, because that's what I was saying earlier too. Your abundance may be living in the hills. You may, I don't need that much money because I'm gonna live in the hills and I'm gonna live off the land. Well, let's be honest. If you're gonna live off the land, you're gonna want that land to have an abundance. Okay. You ain't gonna want just one, bell pepper, whatever you may be growing up there, right? You ain't gonna want just one tomato. Okay. You're gonna want an abundance so you can eat and continue to eat for days. So let's remember, abundance looks different for everybody, but you are allowed to have the abundance that you desire. Okay. So once you look at the things that come up, hey, just got here. Hey, exclusive Afro house. Am I? Okay, probably. So basically, like I said, for today, this is about expansion. Okay. Oh my God, I'm not leaving. Let's go. This is about expansion. This is about us expanding to the more. Okay. You're available for the more. You deserve the more. All right. That's exactly what it is. And look, Max is like, yeah, hell yeah, I'm tough. Come on, Max. That's your abundance. We're here for it. Oh, my sister's calling. All right. So, right, y'all. So this is what we're going to do because it's so funny. My sister and I are actually doing the 21 days. I told y'all that I manifested $20,000 doing the 21-day manifesting activation with money. I have my sister doing it with me right now too. So she's calling me. I'm trying to tell her like, girl, how's the next day going? Like I keep checking in because that's what many of us do. We fall off. We'll start doing the things to feel good. We'll start doing the things to manifest. We'll start doing the things to create. And then we fall off. We fall off because we're like, oh man, I'm tired. Or oh man, I forgot. Or oh man, the rest of the world. Before yourself? Let's start doing something different. We got to do something different. That's what we do inside the Manifest That Shit Society. We don't let other people and what they got going on come before us. No, ma'am. No, thank you. I got to make sure I pour into myself. Matter of fact, I discovered something recently. The last couple of days, I've been getting up late, doing things late, and I realized my old identity is creeping back in. She's like trying to come back in. Hey, girl. Right? And I was like, oh, no, she can't keep creeping back in. This ain't good. What do I have to do? I got to remember that my millionaire self wakes up early and then wake her up. I got to wake this bitch up. I got to be like, bitch, get up. And so I got to get up early. I got to quit playing. But I know who that identity is. She's the one that wants more. And the reason I wake up earlier, guys, is not because I definitely agree. Got to stay consistent. Yes. Because let me be real with y'all. When I don't wake up earlier, I don't get to do my meditations. I don't get to journal. I don't get to do my mirror work. I don't get to do my tapping. I don't get to pour into me. And that really matters. And guess what? It affected everything else. It affected my belief. It affected my comfortability. It affected everything else around me. So no more. We're not doing this anymore. We are creating what we desire. In order to do that, what that looks like, it looks like you getting into you, staying in the energy, keeping that high vibe. Okay. And that's exactly what we do inside the Manifest That Shit Society. I told my coach recently, she was actually just here. I told my coach recently that the society is a portal to be able to manifest that shit. It's just an energetic portal that you can get in where you can get the good feels, get affirming, change the way that you're thinking, change the neural pathways going on in your brain and create. That's what the society is for. Because everywhere else in our society, we hear a lot of negative stuff, don't we? A lot of people are talking about what we can't do, what we won't be doing, the money we don't have, the gas being too high. That's everywhere else in the society. In my society, we keep it lit. Meaning we're lifted. We're mentally thinking the good things. We are staying in the energy of receiving. We are becoming. We are staying lifted. We're not allowing the outer world, the what isness of life to get us down. We are creating from this lifted energy, which means we create faster, which means we create more, which means we create intentionally. Yes, facts. I want to become and stay. That's exactly it. It's the becoming and it is the staying. And hello, Beatrice. So let's become and let's stay in the energy. And again, that's what we do inside the society. Join me inside the Manifest That Shit Society. I'm going to take good care of you, baby. Okay? I'm going to make you feel so good. You going to be manifesting so quick and so easy. Oh, you don't want to miss it. All right? So join me. And there's so many other things coming up. I got so much coming up. So make sure that you're following me. Love the vibes. Yes. Make sure that you're following me. Make sure that you are staying up to date on what we got going on. Because inside the society, there's the general inside, but there's also VIP where you get me one-to-one every month. You get on calls with me once a week. So whatever questions you're having or whenever you're feeling low, I can bring you back up high, right? Back into the becoming. And I love doing it. It makes me so elated. And I use so many different things to do that. Yes, get in the society, girls. Yes, I do so many things to do that, right? So I want you in there. And then inside VIP, not only do you get me one-to-one live, but I believe in the business owners that come in VIP. So inside, I'm having a Wealth and Wellness Fest. My VIP members, they get first crack at everything. They get in for free if they want to speak. We're looking at you, kid. Okay. You want to be on a panel? I see you, boo. You want a booth, a vendor booth? We got you, because I really want to help my VIPs win in a big, big way. I also want to help everybody in the society win. But when you get that touch one-to-one with me, it's on and popping. we're co-creating with each other. We're creating something big with one another. Okay, I promise you, and it'll happen fast. Every single client I've had, they have manifested so big and so fast. Even they were like, "Dang, Coach Jackie, they still in the society. They ain't going nowhere because they're like, we know how quickly we manifest with you, and we are grateful. All right, and I'm grateful to do it with them because let's be real, iron sharpens iron. So the more that we're together and we're manifesting with more one another, the more that we create. All right. So I love y'all. Thank you for being here. We are gonna go out with this. I'm just gonna go ahead and play a little bit more of my music. Y'all know I love my my lunar vibe. But be grateful. Be grateful for every moment. For the expansion, everything that you wants you to. You want it for a reason.
You feel that?
Be grateful for it. And then know, like I said, it's already
That's the
yours.
frequency of gratitude,
come on, Barabora. Barabora said, reached flow state right now. Yes. Afro. Love you, girl. You know I love you too, baby. Let's get out here. Let's
too busy chasing more to notice.
Hold on. Was right. Yelling. Take whatever that you expanded, take whatever you said you wanted, and we're expanding it more. We're expanding it higher. Say what you want and be good with it because you want it for a reason. It ain't just for you. It blesses us all. All right. I love y'all. Remember, you're the creator. You've been brought here to create. Let's create big this week. All right. Bye.
But then I slowed it down and let my senses breathe. And suddenly the sweetness started coming through to me.
Yeah. That made me excited.
I'm wanting to bring a stranger smile along the way. The way the music